Good morning. It's Sagittarius Soul Tarot. We're going to go ahead and do something different today. I wanted to see what is the truth on them. So the person on your mind, whoever you are dealing with, I'm going to get some cards and see what's going on with the person that you're inquiring about, that you're dealing with. We're just going to see whatever is going on with them. What's their energy? What do you need to know about this person? So we're going to get different oracle decks, and I'm just going to get advice for you. See whatever you need to know about this person, whether or not you should get more invested, if you should put more energy into it. Are they worth your time? Are they a waste? It's kind of the reason behind this reading, just to see, should you even invest time into them? All right. So let me say good morning to everybody on here real quick. I'm on here a little bit early. Hey, Janet, T-Rose, good morning. Kitty Cat, good morning. Aries man. All right. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe. And, if you like the reading, if you want me to do this again, just let me know in the comments if you like the reading. Hey, Tamika. We are going to do all signs, Aries to Pisces, and then members at the end. If you guys can just hold off asking questions until I get the members portion started, because that will be two different parts of the reading. So the first reading is for all signs, the collective, and then at the end, it'll just be for members only. So I kind of rope it off to different parts. So that's kind of the point of it is, at the end, I have that banner up for only members. So with that being said, if you want to book a personal reading, I do have availability. I think next week I will do a Valentine's sale for you guys, probably bring back the BOGO sale. So I'll let you guys know more about that. Keep it updated. I am going to catch up with members, exclusive readings on here as well. So trying to get those put out as soon as possible. I might try to do 1 or 2 tomorrow. So just bear with me. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I don't keep rambling on. Let's go ahead, get started with Aries. What is the truth on your person? And I might maybe add this to my personal readings. So if you want this to be a personal reading, just let me know. I can add it to my website. All right, 235. All right. So the person you're dealing with, what is the truth? What do you need to know about this person? Hey, Supernova. Hey, Danielle. All right, what does Aries need to know about this person? I just saw soul contract. Roll the dice. All right, what do you guys need to know? Okay, chaser. I don't want to chase anymore. It feels to me this person wants to take a chance on you. Okay, holding you back. All right, travel partner. Let's see what else. And I'm going to use this funny oracle deck. What else do you guys need to know about this person? You're not too much. They're just emotionally snack-sized. Okay, well, for a lot of you, it feels like what you need to know about this person is that they made you feel like you were doing too much or you expected a lot out of them. You could have been expecting them to chase you. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. And some of you could have felt they were holding you back or wasting your time. You're not clingy. They're just inconsistent. Yeah, Aries. So I'm getting an energy off this person where they made you feel like you wanted too much out of them or you're expecting a lot. But for a lot of you, you expected the bare minimum. Okay. I think you're dealing with somebody that you wanted more attention. You wanted more effort from this person. You wanted them to chase you. Some of you, it could be an energy where maybe they're holding you back. Maybe this isn't your person. Okay. So why chaser? So maybe they didn't want to chase you. Okay. The strength in reverse. The Hierophant reverse. The Fool. And the Hanged Man in reverse. So that's weird. You got all 4 major arcanas. Could be dealing with a Pisces, a Taurus, or a Leo. Ace of Wands, 9 of Cups. I think you were dealing kind of with a player, if I'm going to be honest. I think this is somebody that likes the thrill, of getting attention or getting whatever they want out of people. I don't really know if this is a committed person. I think you're dealing with somebody, Aries, where they like the thrill of the hunt. They like to be single, Knight of Wands. But yeah, King of Pentacles reverse. I don't think there's somebody that wants to keep chasing you, or it's almost like once they have you, then cool. Then they're not going to continue to chase you or get your attention, is the person I'm seeing here. Some of you, it's a fellow Sagittarius or a fellow fire sign, could be a fellow Aries or a Sag, or have those placements. It looks like somebody that, like, once they get you, they're not going to continue chasing you. Or if they feel like they already have your attention, then they're not going to continue, making a lot of efforts. Why holding you back? 3 of Wands in reverse. Yeah. The 10 of Cups, the 6 of Cups reverse, and the 9 of Pentacles. Because I think you're going to find somebody better than this person. I think this person is a waste of your time. 3 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, Queen of Cups, the Sun, 6 of Swords. Once you move on from this person, you're going to find somebody better that actually wants to commit to you, that wants to give you your time and energy. Because I feel right off the bat, you're dealing with somebody. It's like once they get you, then they're not going to continue trying. Because 1, they don't want a relationship. They're non-committal. They want to be single. And 2, it's like they just don't really want any kind of relationship or ties to anything. You're not doing too much. They're just emotionally snack size. So yeah, it's like they're not really putting any energy into this. Ace of Swords reverse, 5 of Wands reverse, 8 of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. Because it's like, I got you where I got you. I got you where I want you. I got you stuck on me, so why should I try anymore? It's kind of what I'm seeing here. Yeah, I think you're going to have somebody better coming into your life. I feel like during spring, like around Aries season, maybe even Taurus season, you're going to find somebody better. Okay. And this person, it's like, well, why should I do more? I already got you stuck on me. I already got you into me. So why should I continue to try with communication, or why should I keep fighting for you when I already kind of have you hooked? Okay. That's kind of the person I'm seeing here, which I don't know. I wouldn't waste your time on this situation. This looks just like a time waster, Aries. Somebody that just enjoys getting attention, enjoys being single, and they're not serious. So what would they say, or what needs to be said? You were my home. Now you're just a place I can't return to. Oh, hey, Janet. Running from your problems won't solve them. So somebody that runs, emotionally avoidant, somebody that don't want to get attached to anything. What's your advice? 6 of Pentacles reverse. Don't give to it. 2 of Swords. Yeah, Page of Pentacles reverse, and the Emperor. It's a waste of time is what I'm seeing here. Okay, thank you. All right. Anyways, it looks like a waste of time. I wouldn't even continue fighting for this situation, because if you continue putting into it, it just looks like they're just going to keep expecting more from you than what they're giving back in return. So definitely looks like a one-sided situation. And I think with the Emperor, you're just kind of giving this person what they want. You're giving them attention, but I don't see them, doing the same for you. So some of you, it's another Aries that you're dealing with. Okay. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, a Pisces. But I feel somebody better is coming in. Could be a Pisces, a Taurus, a Leo. All right, what we got for Taurus? The truth of your person. 843. All right. All right, what's the truth on your person here? Party. Okay, well, romantic feelings in reverse. Secret crush. Damage in reverse. Kind of feels like this person doesn't really care. Like they're just kind of doing their own thing. Platonic passion. Okay. Some of you, they're just enjoying being single, enjoying having fun, that they're not really too affected by something. Okay. If you have to ask all your friends what their text meant, they didn't mean much. Okay. It feels like somebody that's just kind of, I don't know. For some of you, they just like to party. They like to have fun. They're not anything serious. Some of you, this is a side message. I hope they're not contacting your friends as well. Like they're trying to get with your friends, or your friends know about this person. Stop Stop romanticizing a walking red flag. So this person's a red flag. It looks like they just want to have something fun. Okay. Some of you, it's a friend with benefit situation. And I think you have to talk to your friends about this or trying to get their advice. Okay, 9 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, the World, and the 7 of Cups. Or no, 8 of Cups. Looks like you're on your last limb. Yeah, a lot of you are like, I know I deserve better with the star here. I think you guys are on your last limb. This person's been holding back for a while. For a lot of you, you're just emotionally not happy in this connection. You could even feel there's emotional blockages, like this person's not even coming towards you. You could feel there's a lot of restraint. For some of you, there's distance between you as well. Because it looks like somebody that's just holding back. 7 of Cups. Yeah. Like wanting to keep their options open. They're not prioritizing the connection. For a lot of you, they enjoy being single, having fun, not really wanting to take anything too serious. Why platonic passion here? The Emperor, the Page of Pentacles reverse, 4 of Cups reverse, and the Justice. So, okay, I feel like this person would like to rebuild with you because the trust is broken. And I think with the Tower in reverse, the Star, the Judgment, this person would like to work things out. For a lot of you, if they wanted to just be single or they weren't taking this seriously, I feel like they would eventually like to commit to you. But for some of you, once they finally get their shit together, it might be too late. Okay. Because I'm seeing with the Emperor and the Justice, for some of you, they're finally coming to realization, I don't want to keep being this way. I don't want to keep partying, being single. But I feel like once they finally get their life together, when they finally prioritize you, you're going to be done with it. Because you look like you're on your last limb. You look like you're getting tired of it. You're wanting to walk away. You're wanting to close this out. And a lot of you have to get, advice from your friends about the situation. Yeah, the Temperance, the 3 of Pentacles reverse, the Moon, and the King of Wands reverse. Because you're confused. They're giving you mixed signals. And I think you're trying to be patient. You're trying to be cooperative. You're trying to work with them. But yeah, you feel like you're being lied to. A lot of you feel like you're breadcrumbs. You feel they're giving you very little in this connection. And you're asking your friends, like, what should I do? Should I continue talking to them? Are they a waste of my time? Because it looks like somebody that is not prioritizing you at all. They're just wanting to be single. They could like to go out and drink and party. And they're just kind of, some of you, they're even maybe like developing feelings for another person, or they're just wanting to be single. Or that's what they've been doing, is they have other people's attention, but not completely yours. So what needs to be said here? Some things aren't about you not being good enough. They're just not right for you. So this might not be the right person. I'm afraid to get close and terrified to lose you. All right. If love had a weight, would you still carry it? Yeah, this person, it's like it weighs a lot on you. How they're just not putting in the effort. What's your advice, Taurus? 7 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles reverse, Fool in reverse, 10 of Cups. Okay, Page of Wands. I mean, I feel like eventually, like I said, this person is going to own up to their behavior. They're eventually going to come towards you the right way. But it's also an energy of like, are you going to be willing to wait? Are you still going to want this person? All right, Queen of Pentacles reverse. Are you still going to want to wait for this person to finally grow up and change? Is what I'm getting. Because I do feel like you guys this could turn around. This person will realize they're losing you. But, how long are you going to have to wait for that to happen? It's kind of what I'm seeing here. So it could be an Aries for some of you. Could be an Aries. I have Leo. I have Sagittarius, Libra, Aries, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. So just taking out resonates, but it feels like somebody that just wants to be casual and they're just kind of not wanting to make anything serious right now. Hey, Chrissy. All right, Gemini, 1435. Let me get some coffee. All right, what's going on with Gemini? What's the truth on this person? What's the truth on the person that you're wanting to be with? Okay, well, they don't want to be absent from you, and they are reflecting. Being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. Okay, so maybe you guys are coming back from a separation, and they're starting to realize what they did wrong. So that's good. Okay, they keep making the same mistake, though. So you guys, this could be a cycle where you stop speaking, they act like they've changed, they come back. This is somebody that sees you as a dream person. So they see themselves wanting to be with you. Okay. But they keep making the same mistake over and over. You're not their healing journey. You're just the unpaid pit stop. Okay. So they have healing to do. This person, they have work to do. They keep making the same mistake over and over. And I think they're wanting to be better is what I'm seeing here. It's not a vibe. It's a warning. Okay, well, all right, for a lot of you, Gemini, this don't feel too bad, but you're the Empress. So, like I said, I don't know if you should keep being so forgiving, because this looks like somebody you keep letting back into your life, but they make the same mistake over and over. Okay. So, why reflection, absence, reversed? 9 of Cups. Okay, the 10 of Wands, the King of Swords reverse, and the Page of Wands. Yeah, it's like you let this person back into your life, and then it's the same thing all over again. It's like they act like they're confused. They act like they don't know what they're doing wrong. Yeah, I think it's somebody that, they guilt trip you back into their life. They make you feel bad. For some of you, they play the victim, and they victimize the situation, acting like they're lonely without you. They need you. Their life depends on you. I feel there's somebody that somehow they get back into your life and they make you feel bad for them. Okay. So it's like you end up not in communication with them, and then you feel bad for them. They somehow snow you back in. They make the same mistake over and over. Hierophant reversed. It's like they never learned their lesson. Could be a Taurus. Knight of Wands reversed. 3 of Pentacles reversed, and the Moon. So it's like their shadow side is telling them what they're doing wrong. They know what they're doing wrong, but they keep repeating the same cycle. They keep doing the same thing over and over again that broke you guys up in the first place, is what I'm seeing. I feel like this is somebody that you keep letting back into your life. You feel bad for them, but you know that they're going to be a burden. Yeah, it's somebody that makes you feel bad. They guilt trip you back into their life. They reach out to you. They come in with some kind of conversation. And then it's like the whole cycle repeats all over again, is what I'm seeing here. Hey, Anna. So this person, I think, needs to focus on their healing. Yeah, 7 of Cups, the 5 of Cups, the 8 of Cups, and the 4 of Cups in reverse. They have a lot of disappointment in regards to love. So this is somebody that has a lot of disappointment in love. They feel like they just keep doing the same thing over and over, not getting themselves anywhere. This is somebody, they need to learn some kind of lesson here. They need to close something out in their life. So you're dealing with somebody, why they keep doing the same thing over and over is it's like they know something is wrong. They know something they need to change, but it's a matter of what do I need to do differently? Okay. And I think they come in, they know what they're doing wrong, but they keep coming in with the same energy is what I'm seeing. So let me see what else you need to know. So this looks like a past person that you've been dealing with on and off. Okay. Trust your gut. It's rarely wrong. So you're needing to listen to your intuition. Those seemingly coincidental events are actually prearranged. So this could be some kind of soul connection where you keep going back to this person, but the same lesson keeps repeating. So this could be a karmic for some of you. What's your advice, Gemini? 2 of Cups. I mean, yeah, there is some kind of soul connection. 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and the 2 of Wands. But the Chariot reverse, 6 of Cups reverse. I feel like either if this person doesn't learn some kind of lesson for good and they realize what they need to close out of their life, what they need to do differently, I feel like you guys don't have a solid chance, because the same pattern is going to keep repeating the same situation. And it's basically up to them. This choice is on them. If they keep repeating the past and they keep living in the same situation, doing the same thing over and over again, then how is anything going to change? So I feel like you guys have a solid chance, but it's up to this person. you know, if they're willing to learn, if they're willing to work with you and do something different. But I think there is genuine love here. I think you both care about each other. That's why you keep going back to each other. But the past needs to be let go of. There needs to be a fresh start here. They need to stop repeating some kind of, you know, past cycle. And I think they keep repeating something or a behavior because either they don't know otherwise not to do that, or it's become some kind of, you know, habit or behavior pattern is what I'm seeing. I think they became comfortable with something that they've been doing in the past. And it could just be because you let them back in and you let them do this. Okay. That's what I feel. Either you let this person do the same thing over and over. So they just are like, well, I don't know any different. And that's why they come in this way. Or they just, you know, they need to do different for themselves. So you guys could be dealing with a Cancer. Hey guys. Hey, Love Apples. Hey, Teeny. You're welcome, Anna. Sagittarius could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, Leo, Sag, Taurus, Aquarius. All right, let's go ahead and do Cancer. All right, Cancer at 2104. All right, let's see. For some of you, they want to take things to the next level, okay? Because the World and the Emperor for your timestamp. So maybe they want things to be, you know, serious, committed, okay, unappreciated. I feel like you didn't care. I saw player in reverse. Okay. So maybe they feel like you don't actually care about them. Okay, they're possessive. And they have alternative motives. So it's like they want to prove some kind of point. Or they want all of your attention. Don't confuse we're talking with we're building something. Okay. The bar is just not low. It's in hell. Raise it like your rent depends on it. So maybe you've let this person kind of control you. For some of you, you're not doing what this person wants you to do. Okay. This person could be wanting more out of the connection than what you're wanting. For some of you, they want more commitment out of you or more loyalty. But maybe you guys are just talking. Maybe you're not even wanting something. Let me see. Why unappreciated? This person feels very, possessive. Queen of Pentacles, the Fool, the Magician, and the Five of Wands. This person's very competitive, very jealous. And it's like they want you all to themselves. So I don't know, Cancer, if this is somebody new that you're talking to, for some of you, could be an Aries or a Gemini. They want you all to themselves. Yeah, Three of Swords. They want to feel, you know, that you are going to fight for them. This is somebody that has like past wounds where they feel like they're not chosen. They feel like they're not wanted. You guys have somebody very possessive and wanting all your time and energy. Yeah, Two of Swords. Look, I'm the only thing on your mind, or I'm the only thing that matters. Okay. Seven of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, reverse, Ace of Cups. I don't like this person's energy because it's somebody, if it's someone new you're talking to, they're expecting you to just drop everything in your life for them in this relationship or you in this connection, whatever you guys are. Some of you are not even official with your timestamp being the World and the Emperor. Some of you haven't even got to a relationship, and this person's expecting you to just drop everything in your life for them. Very possessive. This is somebody that thinks that you guys are building something. I think it's the other way around. I think, you know, you enjoy talking to them, but you're not really expecting anything out of this just yet because it's somebody new. Three of Wands. Yeah. The Ten of Pentacles. They're expecting a future out of this. Four of Wands reverse and the Five of Swords. Yeah. Somebody very competitive. Justice and the Six of Swords. I think you got somebody here that's expecting you guys to get married or be in a relationship or some serious high-level commitment. And they're very combative. They're very jealous. They want you all to themselves. And this person, I don't know, it's like they're just assuming that in the next couple months, you guys are going to be more official, more serious. Some of you by April, they're expecting like by April, you guys taking something to the next level, or you guys just making something more than what it is. Let me see. How do you feel about this person? How do you feel about this person? This, I don't even know if your feelings are mutual. Kind of feels like you're going with the flow. You don't really know if you want to give to this Because this person, it's like, you don't know if you even trust them. Like, why are they so defensive? Why are they so so forceful is what I'm saying. Why are they so forceful? What do they really want from me or out of me is how you feel. Like, what is their end goal? What do they want in the end is what it feels like. So you got somebody here that's very possessive, very demanding. They want all of your attention. And maybe you guys aren't even seriously dating or committed. I keep stepping towards you only to pull away again. And some things aren't about you not being good enough. They're just not right for you. So maybe some of you keep trying to leave this person and they keep pulling you back in. They could be manipulating you and pulling you back in because it feels like you want to step away from this relationship or whatever because you don't trust them. And I think you keep trying to leave, but they keep sucking you back in for whatever reason. What's Cancer's advice? Death. Ooh, I think you need to end this. Some of you need to block this person, or they're going to be blocking you from other people, other things. Yeah, I don't feel like you deserve this, Queen of Cups. You don't deserve the way you're being treated. And I feel like you have new love coming in. You got somebody new coming in. Some of you a reconciliation with someone. I feel like you need to block this person. You keep trying to leave them, and they're very possessive and jealous. And I feel they're holding you back from other people. Some of you, maybe you want to talk to someone else, but you feel like you're stuck, like you can't talk to anyone else because you're with this person. So, yeah, some of you, it's a Scorpio. I have Scorpio. I have Aries, Gemini. Okay, Virgo, Libra. Virgo, could be any sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Feels very possessive. I don't know. For a lot of you, I would just be done with it. All right, Leo, 2654. I need a little bit more coffee. All right, what's the truth about your person, Leo? Let's see. Okay, you guys could have somebody new in your energy. Somebody that wants to take a chance on you. Liquid courage. And then social media. Okay, well, there could be someone new on your social media. Someone new watching you. They have commitment issues. Now, if it's not a new person, it could be they want a new start with you. They could want to rekindle things, but they have commitment issues. They could be having money problems as well. So maybe they're having money situation. Some of you, they could be a drinker. So let's see. You didn't misread the vibe. They're just not vibing back. If you can't heal together, if one of you is a reason, the other one needs healing. So maybe this person caused you a lot of damage. Some of you, this person caused you a lot of damage. This person was not a good vibe, okay, for you. If they're still finding themselves, help them get lost. Okay. Somebody could be coming back into your life, watching you on social media, wanting to reconnect, but they still are the same person they were before. I don't feel like they've changed. They still are a drinker for a lot of you. They have money problems and commitment issues. So quite a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Hey, Tess, good morning. All right, let's see. So this person could have caused you to need healing or counseling. For some of you, no offense, I'm not trying to piss anybody off. I'm just saying for some of you, this person fucked you up. Okay, made you need healing or counseling. Queen of Wands. Yeah, they're coming to you. Knight of Pentacles, very slow. 3 of Wands in reverse and the 10 of Pentacles reversed. Slow like molasses. So this person is coming in very slow. Could be an earth sign. Definitely could be having money issues. Some of you, the problem could be distance. Maybe they had to relocate. Maybe they had to move because they had a bankruptcy, some kind of money situation. Yeah, this is somebody definitely Ace of Cups reverse that is not in a good place. You guys could definitely be at a distance with a Chariot. So this is somebody that I think you deeply cared about, but maybe they acted like it was not conditional for you. Or they were just so focused on themselves that you were slipping away from them. Why commitment issues? Okay, Five of Swords, reverse, Page of Pentacles, the Temperance, and the Seven of Swords. It's somebody that always needed somebody else. They always were like, okay, you're not good enough, or let me find somebody else. It's kind of the person I'm getting here. So it's like things were going good, things were going steady between you and this person. And then it's like it's almost like once they got too comfortable, then they started talking to someone else or they started looking for someone else. They constantly had to have some kind of recognition or somebody else's attention, is what I'm seeing here. So it's kind of an energy like once things kind of felt like they were like good and comfortable, then they got bored. So then they had to look for someone else or find someone else. It's a person you're dealing with. Yeah. And I think you truly wanted to commit to this person. You truly wanted a relationship. And it's like they just act like you weren't good enough. This person caused you to need healing or therapy. The Emperor and the King of Pentacles. Yeah, Four of Pentacles reverse and the Three of Pentacles reverse. You needed healing because you thought that this person was your soulmate. You thought this was your long-term partner. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. And then you ended up not getting that. So this is somebody that completely fucked you over. Is what I'm saying. They completely fucked you over because you thought this was like my person. A lot of you thought you were going to have to marry this person. Like you thought you were going to marry them. You thought you were going to have a life with them. You thought with the Temperance and the Page of Pentacles, you guys were slowly building something. And then this completely screwed you up. This is like you really thought you were going to marry them, have a future with them. And then they just slipped through the cracks. I got 444 here. The Emperor, the Four of Pentacles, reverse, Four of Swords. So it's like this person, it was like you thought you guys were in alignment. You thought you guys were working towards something. And then they completely screwed you over. Okay, they completely cut you out of their life. Some of you, they put a third party before you or left for someone else. Man, this is deep. I'm afraid to get close and terrified to lose you. Do you ever think of me too? Trust your gut. It's rarely wrong. Man, what is your advice? This is kind of sad. I do see them wanting to come back into your life, but you're needing to put up boundary here. 9 of Wands, 8 of Wands reverse, the 5 of Pentacles, and the Hermit reverse. I think you're needing to make this person work for your attention or to get back into your life. Yeah, I would definitely make a standard more high here. Didn't that come out here? Oh, no, that was in the Cancer reading. But you're needing to have more of like a high standard or more self-respect, not to let this person keep coming back into your life and treating you that way. Okay, if they do decide to come back, which I feel like they are, you're needing to have the high standards or put the bar up high so that they don't keep hurting you, is what I'm seeing here. They think about you. They want to come back into your life. But it's somebody, it's like you just weren't ever good enough, or they just had to keep finding someone else. Hey, Mitzi, good morning. So you guys could have been dealing with a Virgo. I have Taurus. I have Aries, Sagittarius. Virgo could definitely be an earth sign. I'm getting strong earth here. Okay. Let's go ahead and do Virgo. What's the truth on your person here? 3318. All right, what's going on? You're welcome, Kitty. All right, Virgo, what's the truth on your person? For some of you, you're not meant to move forward with this person for a reason, or things feel blocked. Secret crush. I don't know. I'm getting like maybe it's not meant to be. Like there keeps being like some kind of like blockage. They're playing games. Okay. For a lot of you, this is somebody that they come towards you when they want to because they do have admiration. They do have a crush on you, but they keep playing games with you. And I think there's either blocked communication or just not any kind of forward movement. This is like the Chariot reverse. It's like things are just stuck between you and this person. Wow. Could be a twin flame. Okay. Some of you, this could be a twin flame. But it's going to be a long journey because this person is not in a good place. You're trying to grow a garden in someone else's emotional parking lot. Okay, so I think you're wanting a lot of effort and investment in this connection. And this person keeps making moves towards you, but not the right moves, and keeps playing games. Your love is not a clearance sale. Stop discounting yourself for attention. So I think you're expecting, relationship status out of this connection. And I don't really know if that's what this person's wanting. I wouldn't lower your standards for this person. Okay. Because it just feels like it's blocked. Or they're, Two of Pentacles reversed. 9 of Pentacles reversed. The Page of Cups and the Devil. This is somebody that's not, I don't think they're on your page. They're not on the same level as you. I think you're needing to close this person out of your life. I think you're needing to shut the door on it because there's so many blockages. And I feel like you're dealing with somebody, they just like attention. They like to be single. For a lot of you, they're not really loyal or committed. And that's not good. It's somebody, it's like they keep acting like they're into you and making a move towards you, but then they're playing games. And then it's like you don't hear from them again, or they block you or something like that. Okay, so why playing games make a move? Yeah, it's like you guys don't get anywhere. 3 of Pentacles reverse, the Star in reverse, 6 of Pentacles reverse, 10 of Pentacles reverse. I feel like, Virgo, this person's a waste of your time. This person's a player. This person wants to get attention. This person is wanting to be single. I don't really think this is a loyal person. I feel like you got somebody better coming in. Yeah, look, Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. You got somebody else waiting for you, the Hanged Man. So you guys have somebody in the background that wants to be with you and actually commit to you while you're wasting time on this player. For a lot of you, they could be even crushing on other people, or they're talking to other people and they're not making you a priority. It's like they kind of just breadcrumb you and come in and out of your life. I feel like you got somebody else. Maybe during Pisces season, you're going to have someone else confess their feelings for you. Yeah, I don't feel like this is your only option. And you shouldn't feel like this is all you deserve. Yeah, you're the one holding yourself back. You're the one holding yourself back because you're just expecting this person to change or expecting them to give you all this, credibility and all this love and attention. And I think you are just sadly holding yourself back because there's somebody else that's waiting for you that I don't even know if you know about them. Either the universe is going to throw them at you. Hopefully not literally, like you're walking by and they jump off a building like, hey, here I am. Boom. If not, they like you, but they don't know where you stand with them if you have interest in them. Okay. That's what I'm seeing here. There's somebody better that actually wants to commit to you and give you the serious relationship while you're wasting your time on a player. Hey, Katie, I got your question wrote down. Thank you. I made it yesterday. Can you still trust them? Okay. I don't think so. The truth is more complicated than you think. We're both waiting for the other to make the first move. So it's like this connection just feels like it's just a game. Like who's going to reach out first? Who's going to ignore the other one? It feels like it's petty and competitiveness. And that's not a way to have a relationship or a connection is, they haven't talked to me in 3 days, so I'm just going to do the same. I'm just going to mirror them and I'm just going to ghost them for a week. That's not love. That's not a true, genuine relationship. It feels like one person's just out to get the other person. Or it's like, they pissed me off, so I'm going to block them on social media, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to key their car, or I'm going to, I'm going to egg their car, egg their house. I don't know. It just feels like you guys have to one up each other. And that's not a genuine connection. Yeah, 5 of Wands is your advice. The Page of Swords, the Moon in reverse, and the High Priestess. I'm going to have to retaliate. I'm going to have to do something because they're lying to me. Or that's not a healthy relationship. 10 of Swords. And I think it's starting to hit you. It's starting to affect you. That's not normal. And I was in connections like that where the person pissed me off. So then I kissed their friend, or I, started flirting with their brother, or, or I made a pass for somebody that they knew, or just petty things. And that's not, maybe make out with their father. I don't know. That's not a healthy relationship. Feeling like you have to one up the person because they pissed you off, or they're doing something sly or something behind your back, so then you have to get back at them and get even. That's not good. And I think the universe is blocking you from this person. I think you're listening to your intuition, or you're needing to listen to your intuition. High Priestess, Moon in reverse. If I feel like I have to get even, or I feel like I have to block them or I have to do something shitty to them because they did it to me. That's not a healthy connection. And I think you're going to realize that, wow, 5 of Wands, Page of Swords, I'm wasting my time fighting with someone when I could be genuinely happy in another relationship. You know, I'm basically fighting somebody where it's mute. That'd be like me having an argument with a mime, a person that doesn't talk, me sitting there fighting and yelling at them, knowing they're not going to say anything back, you know, or somebody that can't talk. And I'm just fighting with them. It is a waste of time, you know, like, you know, I'm picturing that like a mime, and I'm just yelling at him like, hey, you know, and the person's not saying anything. They're just like, you know, or Art the Clown, me yelling at him, hey, you son of a bitch, you know, and well, I'd probably get killed, but you know, anyways. So needless to say, I don't think this is your person. I think this is just not a good situation. For a lot of you, it's just lust, or you like the idea of this person. Okay. Yeah, you like the idea, but I don't think this is somebody that wants to grow a relationship, have a serious commitment. This is more just somebody that you fight with at the bar, you know, somebody you yell at, or a guy you throw a beer bottle at, or a guy you hit across the face. That's what this is. This isn't like an actual soulmate relationship. Okay. So anyways, or somebody that you yell at like a basketball game, like, hey, you're standing in front of me, I can't see the fucking screen. That's what this connection is. It isn't like a serious, like, oh my God, I'm in love with you, you're my person. No, this is like a fighting match. Okay, like who's gonna get the first hit? Hopefully not. Anyways, guys could be dealing with a Gemini, a Pisces, a Cancer. This is just a mess. Aquarius, Capricorn. Ugh. Hey Trent, good morning. As you can tell, I'm on my second cup of coffee. Anyways, needless to say, I kind of want to get into doing like stand-up comedy. So I don't know. I feel like this year, that's kind of my year. So 41, 48. I'm kind of thinking about getting into it. Maybe doing my own like stand-up comedy show or something. Anyways. All right. This could be somebody new. I just saw new love. So what does Libra need to know about this person? What's the truth? Oh, thank you, AMG. Soulmate in reversed. All right. We got missed opportunity. Understanding. I didn't act when I should have. I see your side of the story. Okay. Well, this could be somebody that you are separated with, or they want to come back into your life, but they have alternative motives. Okay, there were secrets and lies. Great. Okay, well, yes, that'll be funny. We need to do that like tarot comedy. That'd be funny. If their love language is chaos, it's time to mute the whole conversation. Okay, well, it could be drama. There could be jealousy, silence. Some of you, they're ignoring you on purpose. Could be a passive-aggressive connection where they're being passive-aggressive, purposely ignoring you. Kind of what I said on the Virgo reading. So it could be a Virgo for some of you. You keep giving second chances to someone who's on their 9th life. So maybe you keep giving chance after chance to this person. They act like they see your side of this. They see your side of things, and then they just go back to doing the same thing. So when I'm getting here, someone's words and actions aren't lining up. So they act like they understand, which I feel like I said that for Gemini. This was similar to Gemini's reading. So they could have Gemini in their chart. You could have Gemini in your chart. Where the person, you could give them second chance, you know, and they just don't change. So missed opportunity and understanding. I think they kind of play like a victim wanting to get back into your life. 10 of Cups reverse, 3 of Pentacles, Devil in reverse, Page of Cups in reverse. Somehow they manipulate their way back into your life. Okay. And that's what I got in the Gemini reading. 3 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it's like you feel bad for them, or man, I really miss them. Some of you, they could be like trying to message you about like past things, you know, like trying to get you to feel sorry or get you to miss them. This could be somebody that talks about the past a lot. You know, like, oh, remember this, or remember when we did that, making you feel bad. Like, oh, maybe I do miss this person, you know, but their actions and words aren't lining up. Yeah. King of Pentacles in reverse, the Moon, the 3 of Wands, and the Knight of Cups in reverse. Could be somebody that keeps ghosting you. You know, it's like they act like, oh, I'm going to do better this time around. And then you don't hear from them, or they shut down completely, or they push you away. Because it's like they temporarily make some kind of change and then nothing comes of it. Yeah, I think you've been nothing but patient with this person, temperance, and hoping that, you know, you guys finally get to somewhere or things finally go in a different direction. So there could be jealousy, there could be silence. Yeah, it's like they shut down and they just like isolate themselves from you. Yeah, it's somebody that isolates themselves. For some of you, you feel like you're not going to hear from them for a long time, or you got some kind of closure by the last message. Okay. Like, I don't know, like the last message feels like closure, or it feels like, okay, this is final. This is the last I'm going to hear from this person. And then they pop back up into your life. That's kind of what I'm getting. Somebody that shuts down completely, somebody that just isolates from you for good. For a lot of you, you don't hear from them for months, maybe even a year. They're completely like absent. Okay. And they keep trying to make you feel bad. They keep trying to come back into your life, acting like they've changed. Running from your problems won't solve them. So it's somebody that's an emotional avoidant, somebody that doesn't want to handle emotions, deal with the situation. They couldn't be lying about something. For some of you, there could be a third party where they keep lying about a relationship or lying about someone else. Hearing your name still makes my heart race. So yeah, it's like they like talking to you, or they like, you know, knowing they still have access to you in some way, but they're not really putting in the full effort or work with you. Okay. Some of you, they're not even telling you the whole truth about something. Like if there was another person, they're kind of telling you a half truth so that you let them back into your life. What's your advice, Libra? 8 of Wands, the Magician in reverse, the Sun in reverse, and the 2 of Cups in reverse. Okay, 8 of Swords reverse. I feel like you're needing to just be transparent with this person and tell them like, hey, what is the truth? What are you wanting out of this relationship? And I feel like if you intimidate them or you scare them, then so be it. You know, Queen of Wands here on the bottom, 4 of Cups reverse. You're needing to tell this person, like, you know what? I'm not going to keep playing these games. I'm not going to keep being, you know, in the dark about everything. I think you're just needing to stand up and show them like who's boss. Okay. And tell them like, this is what I'm wanting. What are your expectations out of this? And you know, if you scare them and if they just don't want to talk to you back or they block you, oh well. I think it's better to know right away what somebody's intentions are than to keep wasting your time thinking that they're going to change when they're not. So I would just be straightforward, you know, and just tell them brutally how you feel. And if they don't like what you have to say, if they end up leaving and disconnecting from you, then oh well. It could be a Leo or a Gemini. Okay, it could be a Sagittarius, a Scorpio, a Cancer, a Taurus, a Capricorn. But yeah, it's like an emotional avoidance, and they keep wanting to run from the situation, thinking that they're going to get a different outcome when they're not. All right, hey, Alexandria. All right, Scorpio at 4757. All right, let's see. All right, what is the truth? Okay, well, basically for a lot of you, this person is a snake, and you already know they're a snake. You already know they're shady. Unexpected outcome in reverse, the snake in reverse. I think a lot of you don't trust them. You already don't trust them. You already know that they lie, that they're shady. Okay. Happily ever after and honeymoon phase. Well, okay, well, for some of you, maybe they're actually not shady. Let me not say too much on that. Okay, he's not just a mystery. He's an avoidant, has poor texting hygiene. They're not coming back better. They're just circling the block instead. If they're still finding themselves, help them get lost. Okay. Basically, I feel like here, for a lot of you, you want to be with this person. You know, you see them as somebody you would like to be in a relationship with. But I think the problem is this person, it's like they just have poor communication. It's like you're not really expecting much more out of this person. A lot of you, it's a person you have history with. And it's like, I miss them. I love them. I want to be with them. Okay. But they just keep coming back the same version. They're not changed. And it's almost like you just expect them to be shady, or you don't really expect anything different. which that came out in the Pisces reading yesterday. So for some of you, you guys have Pisces in your chart. 4 of Cups reverse, 9 of Wands reverse, the Sun in reverse, and the Ace of Cups. Basically, it's like you know what you're getting yourself into. Okay, I saw the 5 of Cups, the 6 of Cups. You know what you're getting yourself into. You know how this person operates, the world, the 4 of Wands. Yeah. And I think you'd rather just have this person in your life than not have them at all. Even if they make you upset, even if you don't really have much trust in them, you'd rather have them than not have them at all. It's kind of what I'm seeing here. I think you keep letting this person back into your life. You keep reconnecting with them because you think you guys have a happily ever after. And I'm getting number 8 here. Some of you, it's a karmic relationship, or you just keep circling in a loop. Okay. Death. 8 of Swords in reverse. 5 of Wands reverse. Queen of Wands. Yeah, it's like they keep popping back up into your life. It's like you guys handle some kind of situation. If there's conflict, you guys, discuss it, you work it out. And then I think you're back to square one. 8 of Cups. 5 of Cups reverse. 5 of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, it's like you're back to square one. So you guys, you fight, you break up. Like that song Hot and Cold by Katy Perry. You fight, you break up, you kiss, you make up. It's kind of what I'm seeing here. And it's like you guys keep circling around a loop here. And nothing really changes. They're not coming back any better. And they have bad communication. All right. Queen of Cups. Judgment. Page of Swords. And the Knight of Wands reverse. Yeah, it's like they come in like to get all your attention. And then they're just kind of like stopping communicating with you again, or just holding themselves back. It's an energy of like you get them back into your life, you open back up to them, they come back, they reconcile, and then you start to hear less and less from them. Again, is what I'm seeing. Yeah, a Page of Pentacles reverse, the Strength. It's like they start to hold back or resist even giving anything to this. So this looks like somebody you keep letting back into your life. You keep forgiving them. I'm seeing 555 here. I'm seeing repeated 8s. And it's like you're not really expecting anything more from them. But you want them back into your life. If you ask, I'll stay. This person, you guys keep being tested. Life isn't a test. There are no right answers. So, yeah, and I think they keep, leaving to get a reaction out of you or vice versa. See if they can come back into your life. What's your advice? 6 of Cups reversed, 2 of Cups reversed. The 3 of Wands and the Devil in reverse. Basically, I think there's going to come a point where you can't keep letting them back into your life. You're going to eventually have to cut this off because I don't see anything changing. I see it temporarily changing for a bit or them working out whatever the problem is, but then they go back to square one. And I think only you have control over this. You can control if they come back into your life if you let them back in. Because I feel like you are with the Queen of Cups. They walk themselves back into your life. And I think, they have a way of knowing kind of how you operate, how they operate. And it's just repeated patterns of nothing really getting, fixed. And you guys keep being tested with the same lesson over and over again because they're not changing. So I think I said that for Aries. I said it for somebody. Was it Aries or Taurus? Or maybe it was Gemini. I forget. It was one of the signs in the beginning. I said that. But basically the person keeps coming back because they think, oh, well, I can just keep doing the same thing over and over and you'll let me back in. Is kind of what I'm seeing here. So it could be a Gemini, a Capricorn, a Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio. A Scorpio, a fixed sign, Leo. Oh, bye her design. Sorry, I'm bad with pronouncing things. All right, Sag, 5342. All right, let's see. All right, Sag, what is the truth on this person? Hey, Tina. You guys have a soul contract. The lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten. Healing. Okay, you've maybe helped this person heal, or you were some kind of catalyst for healing. Okay. All right. Well, this looks kind of like a heavy reading. So, yeah, you guys have a soul contract. This person's trying to heal. Someone new. Okay, this could be someone new in your energy. And they want to be a ride or die, or they want to be more loyal to you. Wow, this could be someone new, Sag. Hey, Carmel. Okay, love shouldn't feel like you're competing in the Hunger Games if you're trying to win their attention. They didn't forget to text back. They just remembered they don't care that much. Okay, and he needs therapy. Okay, well, maybe you are a catalyst for someone's healing journey. This could be someone new in your energy, and you feel like you have to fight for their attention. You feel like you have to force them to contact you. That's kind of what it feels like. And it sucks. If this is somebody new and you're already dealing with this shit, you know, that, I don't know. Yeah, there's already like not knowing if you can expect anything out of this, having like low expectations. Some of you are just feeling like this is a complete loss. Okay. Why soul contract and healing? Wow, I think you triggered this person. So if they're not in communication with you, it's because they know they have to work on themselves. Yeah, I think you either said or did something triggering to them. And that's why maybe there's no contact at all. Because I got the Knight of Swords reverse, Page of Wands reverse, Justice, and the Nine of Swords reverse. I think you said or did something. Yeah, Six of Cups. Some of you said or did something that triggered them, like a past situation. Like it felt like a past situation of somebody talking to them, or you just really helped them in some way and you don't even know it. So maybe you got mad and you went off on this person, like, I'm never going to speak to you again. Fuck you, you know? And then this person, it's like, oh my God, you know? Like, why did I make this person so mad? Or why did I make them so? Because it's like you said or did something out of anger. Like you're mad, you know, or you're being short with them, or you did something to trigger this person. And I think they're not talking to you because you got in their head and they realize that, man, I got some healing to do, or I really need to work on myself. This could be somebody new in your energy. Five of Wands, the Page of Cups, Three of Wands reverse, High Priestess reverse. Yeah, somebody that was new in your energy, that you were giving your time and energy to, and it felt like you guys were at a loss. I mean, it felt like, you know, you had their attention very periodically or very temporary, but then you felt like you had to fight for them, or you felt like you didn't know what their intentions were, or they were more and more distant from you. Seven of Swords. Yeah, some of you, there could have been no contact. Like you stood your ground, you stopped speaking to them, maybe even blocked them, or just completely cut them out of your life. And some of you are mad because you felt like you had to fight for their attention. It felt like they like talked to you less and less. There was barely any communication. Yeah, the Chariot reverse, Four of Pentacles reverse, the King of Wands, and the Fool. So it's like they had your attention like in the beginning, or you had their attention in the beginning. And then there was some kind of stagnancy where they gave you less and less, for whatever reason. And I think you got mad. I think a lot of you went off on this person. Some of you blocked them. Some of you went off. You cussed them out. I don't know. Oh, is it missing a part? Anyways, yeah, I think that's what happened. I think this is somebody new. You guys had some kind of soul connection. So this could have been somebody that you helped kind of, you know, a catalyst for their healing. You kind of trigger them in some way. And I think you guys are maybe not even in contact right now, you and this person. And I think you got triggered because it's like they came towards you so like, you know, excited, wanting to pursue something. And then as you got more invested, they pulled away even more. So yeah, this is somebody new in your energy. I thought we had more time. Okay, so they thought they can continue doing the same thing over and over. They thought they could just waste your time, basically. And then you put a stop to that. There are no real secrets in this world. Okay. Wow, maybe they thought that, you know, you guys would have more time together and it was cut short. What's your advice? The Lovers, the Wheel of Fortune. Like I said, some kind of soul contract. Nine of Wands reverse, Three of Cups reverse. Yeah, you're not fighting. You're not fighting for this person's attention. You are disconnecting. And I think that's what's triggering this person. Yeah, they realize that they haven't been loyal. They haven't been devoted to this connection, that they've been playing games, or they've just been not, you know, addressing something. And now they've lost you. So definitely you guys have a soul contract with someone. They thought they can continue doing something with you, you know, leading you on, being inconsistent, and you put a stop to it. You're like, no, you're not doing that. And now this person's working on their healing. And I think you've made them open their eyes or realize something about themselves, how they treat people. Okay. Hey, Sonia. So could be a Gemini, an Aries, a Leo, a Cancer, Pisces, Libra. Could be any sign. They could have that in their chart. All right, Capricorn, 5950. All right, let's see what's the truth on this person. Detachment. I had to let this go so I could clear my mind. Okay, and then the truth. They felt like the truth is I need to detach from this. I need to disconnect. Indecisive. I think a part of them wants to come back and be in contact with you. A part of them doesn't want to lose you. But they feel like right now what's best for their mental clarity is to disconnect for whatever reason. Hey, JM. Oh, you're welcome, Sonia. Hey, Angel Eyes. Yeah, unspoken feelings. This person could have been upset about how something ended or how something is. Because something, there was no strings attached or it was casual. This person could have developed feelings for you they didn't tell you about. Your standards didn't scare them away. Their lack of integrity did. Quit checking his story. He's not thinking about you. Quit reading between the lines. There's nothing there. If the effort dropped after got you, you were the prize. They already won. So this is a situation where I think there was a lot of unspoken feelings. Could have felt like somebody was playing games. Somebody wasn't serious about the relationship. I don't know. I mean, it feels like this person does actually care, though. But I think they didn't show it. I think they didn't tell you how they truly felt. And there's a lot of misunderstanding, a lot of reading between the lines, a lot of not knowing what the truth was, a lot of confusion. So this definitely could have been like a sexual situation where you got involved. There was no talking about your feelings. Nothing was being addressed. So somebody could have kept checking somebody's messages, checking somebody's story, checking. I don't know if you're doing that or they're doing that to you, vice versa. Hey, Renika. So detachment and truth. Queen of Swords. 9 of Pentacles reversed. The 3 of Cups and the Queen of Wands in reversed. Yeah, I think if you are the feminine in the situation, you could have felt there was other people. Like they had another option or they weren't prioritizing you. You guys could have felt like you weren't having anything serious with this person and you had to disconnect. Some of you found out about a third party, that they had somebody else, or maybe they're still in contact with their ex or something like that. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you kind of disengage with this person because it's like, I'm not going to keep wasting my time putting myself out there, getting involved with this person if they're sneakily talking to someone else or they're still friends with their ex or something like that. So I think you guys both didn't speak on how you felt, and you guys could have just detached, disconnected from them. Ew, my hair's a mess. Sorry. Anyways, hey, Angel Alley. Why unspoken feelings? 3 of Swords in reverse. 5 of Pentacles, the King of Cups in reverse, Devil in reverse. I think you didn't want to hear this person's sorry excuses. For some of you, you felt like they weren't going to care or they weren't that emotionally invested into this anyways. 8 of Swords, 2 of Wands reverse. Yeah, I think you guys just kind of disconnected from this person. You just abruptly stopped speaking to them because you just felt like they weren't going to care. Maybe even felt like they weren't going to just choose you anyways. That's kind of what it feels like here. You were dealing with a masculine that wasn't being expressive. They weren't talking about their feelings for you or what they wanted. And I think you guys just went ahead and just disconnected, disengaged. Hey, Shamika. Yeah, 3 of Wands, 6 of Cups, the 5 of Cups, and the Strength. And I think it's hard. I think a part of you wants this person back. You want to reconnect with them, but you also don't want to be, lowering your standards or looking kind of pathetic. Or I think it's an energy of that. If you were quite aware of an ex and their energy or somebody they're still kind of in an involvement to, you could just feel like, oh, well, they have history with that person. They're not going to choose me, or they're just going to, that's kind of what it feels like. I think you just had to hold back for your own emotional clarity. Okay. Because this person was indecisive, or you feel like there wasn't much them making you a priority for a lot of you. If fate brought us together, why won't it let us be? So you guys could have felt this was fated, like you met them out of nowhere. Somebody could have wore like a brown coat or a brown jacket when you first met them. Okay, like a khaki color or like a brown or like a suede. Some of you guys could have met like at a bus station, or you guys met somewhere unexpectedly. Like you didn't mean to meet each other. Maybe you guys bumped into each other, or maybe they were in front of you somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, because it's like you guys were like, for a lot of you, you guys were at a public place when you first met where there's all kinds of people. And it's like, if there's all these people here, then how did I meet them? You know, how did we meet each other if there's all these other people here? How did I get into, contact? How did I, how was I? Yeah, there's another bus here. So either at a bus station or a place where there's a lot of public people. And it's like, how did we miraculously bump into each other? No one else compares to you. Yeah, it's like there's a world of all these people, and how did we meet? There's all these people that I could have met. There's all these people I could have been in contact with. How did we come together? Like, it's fated. You guys could have felt like this was fate or destiny. So what's your guys' advice? 6 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles reverse, Wheel of Fortune reverse, and the Lovers reverse. I wouldn't force it. Okay, 5 of Wands reverse. I wouldn't force the connection. I wouldn't be sitting here discrediting yourself. Like, why was I not good enough? Why didn't they fight for me? I think you're needing to put your time and energy into yourself right now. And if you guys are meant to be together, you guys will come back together with each other because you even feel like it's fate. But for some of you, it's not the right time. I don't know if somebody's having financial issues, or it's just like right now is not the time, but I feel like this is fated. But you're needing to put your focus on yourself or other things in your life. Okay. Are we dating the same person? I know, it's like, how did we meet? Like, how did we come in contact when there's all these other people in the world? Why did we just meet, So, yeah, you guys could be dealing with a Gemini for some of you, a Leo, a Capricorn, a Scorpio, okay, an Aries, could be any sign. So, and I think you even put your foot down. I think you didn't want to feel like you were being walked all over. And maybe this person stopped talking to you after that. All right, let's go ahead and do Aquarius. Happy birthday, 10705. All right, let's see. All right, Aquarius. What is the truth on this person? Reflection. Being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. Justice came out reversed here. Disagreements in reverse. This could be somebody that you are in some kind of fight with. Okay, some kind of legal battle, some kind of bad situation. Hey, Scotty. Somebody could be blocked passion. So either you guys are still together, but there's no intimacy. You guys are like in a maybe an unhealthy situation right now. Or you guys are just energetically blocked. Okay. Somebody could be in the friend zone or keeping somebody as a friend. Maybe you're not wanting to be intimate with them for some of you. Yes, I've done Libra. Hey, Summer Breeze. You're not clingy. They're just inconsistent. Okay. You didn't misread the vibe. They're just not vibing back. So yeah, it's an energy where maybe you felt like, you were asking for too much, or you just wanted the bare minimum. And I feel like that came out for another sign. I feel like it was another air sign. So I think it might have been Gemini or somebody. Like you just wanted the bare minimum. Maybe Taurus. I don't know. It was like somebody in the beginning. This person realizes that they weren't being consistent or fair with you. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Cups. That basically you guys fought over them not doing enough. Okay, so that's what caused the fight or the blockage between you guys, is that they weren't putting enough into the relationship. They were, emotionally avoidant. They were disconnecting from this. They were just really back and forth all over the place, is what I'm seeing here. And I think you guys wanted just the bare minimum. I don't think you were asking for too much. With the 2 of Pentacles, you just wanted equal give and take. You just wanted, hey, I do this, you do that, is what I'm seeing. And I don't think this person was doing that. For a lot of you, they were fighting to even do anything. This could be a custody situation for some of you if you have a kid with them. It's like they were just fighting to even have custody. They were fighting. It's like you had to just argue with them basically to just do the bare minimum. Okay. And I think that's why there's a blockage here. Yeah, the Hanged Man, the Strength in reverse, the Eight of Wands, and the Moon in reverse. Because you've made yourself perfectly clear what you want them to do. And they're not following through. I think a lot of you are just disappointed. And you guys could be dating other people or just done with this connection altogether. Because you've proven your point. You've told them, you know, I want you to do this. I want you to do that. And they're not meeting your standards. They're not doing what you need them to do. They're just inconsistent here. Yeah, Four of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Seven of Wands, reverse of Lovers. It felt like you were the one that was giving all this time and energy to the relationship, and they were just doing the bare minimum. Ten of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Five of Swords reverse. Empress in reverse. Yeah. A lot of you felt like you were just basically, it was kind of like a battle. Like you had to like fight, you know, this person to do anything. Like maybe even felt like there was a lot of retaliation, a lot of fighting. That came out in the Virgo reading. You guys could have felt like it became just so much of a burden that it's like, I don't even want to fight for this anymore. I'm not going to keep saying anything. Because when it gets to that point when you feel like you're a broken record and you're telling the person like what you want them to do differently and they clearly aren't getting it or they don't care. Okay. Or they just, yeah, that's what I'm getting. They either don't give a shit or they just don't understand what you're talking about. And I think you just stopped forcing this person to do anything. You're like, you know what? Screw it. So let's see. What else do you need to know? Your past shapes you, but it doesn't define you. I think you guys are trying to start over. I think you're in this energy of, I'm not going to keep forcing people. I'm not going to keep throwing myself at them. You know, I'm just going to be done. You know, I'm just going to break this chain. I'm going to reinvent myself. I'm going to move forward. Okay. If I had cherished you more, would we have made it? Yeah, it's like they took you for granted. They didn't appreciate you and what you had to offer. And maybe now they're starting to regret it because you're no longer forcing them. You're no longer putting your time and energy into this anymore. That's what it feels like. You are knowing your self-worth here. And you're not going to keep, you know, forcing somebody to be with you if you don't know if they feel the same way. Okay, your advice, Page of Wands, Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles, the World in reverse. I feel like you got somebody else coming in. I wouldn't continue fighting for this, forcing a connection with this person, because you got somebody that is willing to be on the same page. Could be a fire sign for some of you. I have a new person coming in, and then this person's going to be upset about it. King of Cups reverse. They're going to feel bad for not cherishing you because somebody else wants you. Okay. It looks like somebody else is willing to do what they weren't doing. They're wanting to step up. Some of you, if you guys have a child, this new person wants to step up and help you with the child. They want to be part of your life. They want to cooperate. They want to put in the work. And the other person didn't. They just continue doing the same thing over and over. Could be a Scorpio you're dealing with. I have Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Leo, Gemini. But yeah, I see somebody new coming towards you. All right, let's go ahead and do Pisces. Last but not least, 113.10. Okay. What is the truth on this person? These readings have been kind of juicy today. Let me know if you want me to do this reading again. Okay, they're distant. They have boundaries. So maybe they're not talking to you. Some of you, they're ignoring you. They're distancing themselves. They still have physical passion for you. Okay. And then fading feelings. They could feel like you're becoming more distant with them, that maybe you're losing interest in them. There is divine timing here in your connection. But somebody could be putting up walls, distancing themselves. And they could be afraid that you're losing feelings. Okay, you changed your whole vibe to be easier for them. So maybe you're not doing that anymore. Maybe you're not changing who you are. You're not going to, overcompensate anymore. Yeah, I think some of you, you've completely changed the way that you react towards them. And now they feel like you're losing feelings or you're not as into them anymore because you're not forcing, you're not chasing them. For some of you, you're not chasing them anymore. Like, you're no longer caring. Like, you're like, whatever. Like, your back is turned to them. And now they're afraid that you have lost feelings. So why boundaries and distance here? The Fool in reverse, the Four of Wands, Seven of Wands reverse, Four of Pentacles. Justice in reverse. Yeah, it doesn't feel like you are forcing them to be back in your life. You're not chasing them. You're not like, please be with me. I think you're coming off guarded and kind of closed off. Like, you're not even really fighting for this anymore. You're just like, you know what? Been there, done that. A lot of you are just trying to reestablish yourself. Maybe you're focused on work, your career at this time, and you're not really forcing a relationship. Justice in reverse. I feel like with the Fool in reverse, you already learned that lesson. You're like, I'm not going to continue chasing them and fighting for them. So a lot of you, your whole energy has changed. They still have a physical passion for you. Knight of Swords. The Devil in reverse. The Four of Cups. Queen of Wands. But they feel rejected by you. Yeah, the Emperor. They feel rejected. They feel like you don't really see them in an intimate way anymore, that you don't have intimate feelings for them. Some of you, if they said something or did something that was kind of, basically straightforward and kind of sexual, they feel like you turned them down or you rejected them. But the old you would have been like pouncing on them. Or the old you would have been like, ripping their clothes off. I don't know. But now it's like you have more like self-respect, or you're more like guarded, more to yourself. Like, you have more, basically you have a lot more discipline, a lot more resistance towards them than you did before. Okay. You could have changed for this person at one point, or you tried to be what they wanted you to be. Yeah. To get their attention, and you didn't. A lot of you could have just been putting off your life. You put your life off for this person. Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Six of Wands, reverse, Three of Wands. Like, things that you wanted to achieve in your life, you put off because you made them a priority in the past. And I don't think you're doing that anymore. I think you are choosing yourself. Yeah, Page of Wands reverse. It's like, what did I get from that? I didn't even get this person's attention when I changed who I was as a person for them, or I just made everything about them. How did I really win and succeed? Okay. All right. What needs to be said here? We're both waiting for the other to make the first move. I thought we had more time. So maybe they're waiting for you to reach out. You're waiting for them to reach out. Your advice is the Chariot, Magician in reverse, Queen of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. Like I said, I wouldn't make this person a priority in your life. I wouldn't hold yourself back of what you want to achieve so that this person can be back into your life. I would just keep living for you, the Chariot, the Queen of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles. I would just keep living for yourself, doing what you want to do, living your legacy. And if they come towards you, then awesome. If they come towards you correctly, then that's great. But I wouldn't be expecting or wanting this person to just be part of your entire world and existence. I would continue just doing what you need to do with your life. And if they follow through and they come towards you the right way, then cool. But I wouldn't be sitting there begging and chasing and hoping that they meet up to your standards and they do what they need to do. Because if they really do care, King of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Two of Wands reverse, they're going to realize, oh shit, I need to do things differently. I need to come back to Pisces the right way and be more stable and accountable in their life. So you guys could be dealing with Gemini, a Cancer. Okay, Aries, Leo, Sag, Aries, Capricorn, Libra, Aries, Gemini. Okay, give me 1 second here. Let me write your question down real quick, Angel Alley. Okay. We're going to go ahead and start with Ashley at 11929. All right, Ashley. What does Ashley not see coming? I just saw new love. So you could have somebody new. Oh, you're welcome, T-Rose. Okay, wow, legal. You could be getting into a commitment or relationship. The 9 of Swords reversed, Judgment, the King of Pentacles, and the 6 of Swords. Actually, you could be getting proposed to or in some kind of higher level relationship. They could be a Taurus or a Scorpio. I'm seeing somebody making a judgment on you to possibly have some kind of relationship, equal give and take. If it's not a marriage, you guys could be working towards a serious commitment. I see that coming here. They could be a Libra as well. Could be a Libra, Taurus, Scorpio. But somebody has realized, I want to be with you. I'm set on you. And I see things moving forward. So very soon, maybe during spring. Okay. Maybe around, I'm getting maybe around Taurus season or around like the spring, maybe the next 6 weeks. Okay. Somebody making a decision to be in a relationship. All right, Kitty, whatever you need to know. What does Kitty need to know? Well, this person still has an addiction, and I think it's holding you guys back from being together. Yeah, there's unfinished business, but nothing has been resolved because of some kind of addiction or toxic attachment. 3 of Swords. Yeah, this person's still holding on to some kind of lifestyle, some kind of a behavior pattern, and that's not working out with the two of you. It's not making anything better. They basically realize that they need to remove something from their life that is holding you guys back from being together. So it looks like they still have some kind of addiction or toxic mentality, some kind of behavior. They're needing to remove that thought process in order for you guys to have something solid, because that is what's holding you guys back from being together, is what I see. Also, I'm getting a side message because I did see the Emperor. If it's not the Taurus, it could be that this other person is holding you guys back from being together because they're so obsessed with you or they still want something with you. Because it might not be the Taurus is what I'm getting. 1 second. Okay, James, I got your question. All right, Veronica, 1/22/19. What does Veronica need to know? Hey, Natalie. What does Veronica need to know? Somebody don't want to be a player no more. Player came out in reverse. So you could be dealing with somebody that don't want to be a player. They are dedicated to this. Okay, somebody that you're not in communication with, they're thinking about you, and I think they want to come forward and break some kind of silence. They could have been a player, okay, like they were a player and they don't want to be anymore. They could be a Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces again, Leo. I see somebody wanting to reach out to you, wanting to get on the same page, and somebody that's wondering about you. You guys haven't been in conversation for a while, but I do see them thinking about you and contemplating coming forward, possibly breaking some kind of silence. All right, let's do Angel Eyes at 1/23/21. Who is in your energy? Okay, who is in Angel Eyes' energy? Somebody that's trying to heal. They're trying to focus on themselves. So maybe somebody kind of, closed off from you right now. Somebody that's not doing anything too risky. Could be an Aries. Yeah, they're focusing on themselves. They're focusing on healing right now. Could be a Scorpio. So I feel this person does have feelings for you, Angel Eyes, but they're not doing anything coming forward. They're being really closed off and guarded for whatever reason. But they do have mutual love for you, 2 of Cups. So this looks like somebody that does still have feelings for you. They feel a connection to you. But right now they're focusing on themselves, and maybe they don't want to put themselves out there in love, or they just are focusing on their money, their finances right now. But I'm getting an Aries or a Scorpio. They could have that in their chart, but they are trying to heal. All right, Jean, 124:28. Whatever comes out for Jean. Let me see what time it is. Okay. Whatever comes out for Jean. Okay, somebody made a mistake. They want to make things right with you, and they don't feel like they deserve you. So let's see. Yeah, somebody was holding back from you, holding back their feelings. Jean, it looks like they are coming towards you very soon, but they don't want to be impulsive. So there's somebody that knows they made a mistake with you, and I'm definitely feeling that they want to come back, make things right. Okay. Yeah, somebody that could be facing karma for how they treated you. So they're coming very soon, very quickly, expressing their feelings to you. And I'm seeing here, yeah, it could be a fixed sign, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, could be an Aries, Cancer, Scorpio. But they still got feelings. They're coming in to make things right. So it's any, oh, you're fine, Kitty. So it's any readings. If you do the Cash App or PayPal 2 for $20, it's any of my readings on my website are 2 for $20. But that is only going on my Cash App or my PayPal. I don't think I have that on the website yet. I can't figure out how to do that. So, yeah, I got to figure out how to do that. But right now it's Cash App and PayPal only. Oh, you're welcome, Shelby. All right, let's go ahead and do T-Rose at 126.02. What does Spirit want you to know? Yes, I got your question. Okay. I'm getting with proposal in reverse and healing, soul contract. So right now what I'm getting, T-Rose, is maybe a connection is being put off. Not because they're not the right person for you, but maybe you need to focus on your healing. Maybe the both of you need to work on yourselves. So there could be a relationship that is at a standstill or it's not moving forward. And I think it's because you both need to heal. Or they do. Yeah, Knight of Cups in reverse. Hanged Man in reverse, 10 of Swords, and the 3 of Swords. It could be somebody in your energy. Could be a Pisces. You guys could be at a standstill where you have some kind of soul contract, but you guys aren't getting back together because they need to work on themselves. They need to heal. Because I'm getting that you possibly don't need to heal, like you've already been working on yourself, but it looks like this person, you know, they still haven't healed from the loss of you. And it's somebody that wants to come forward. Yeah, but right now they're kind of taking it slow. They're not really doing anything. Could be an Aries or a water sign. I'm getting strong Pisces here. But it's somebody you have a soul connection with or a soul contract. Oh, you're welcome, T-Rose. All right, let's do Tess, 127.32. Is there someone that you're not talking to keeping tabs on you? Somebody wants forgiveness. And they feel guilt. Yeah, somebody feels guilty. I'm struggling to get over the past. I feel pain from the damage I have caused. Ace of Pentacles, 8 of Wands reverse, King of Swords reverse. Yep, and the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody that you have blocked or you're just not in communication with right now. They want to come back and apologize to you because they feel a lot of guilt. So Tess, they could be an Aquarius or a Virgo. Yeah, somebody from your past, 6 of Cups. So I feel like, yeah, they want to try to find a way to contact you to try to be back into your life because they do have a lot of guilt and they want your forgiveness. So it could be an earth sign or an Aquarius. All right, 1 second. Let me go ahead and write your question down, Alban. I'm going to continue the emailed ones first. Okay, what is coming up? If you guys could just hold on asking your questions for just a minute. I'm getting a little overwhelmed. I'm not trying to be rude or anything. I get overwhelmed really easily. I get really bad anxiety. I get really bad overstimulation. I think I might be autistic, honestly, because I think I'm some kind of neurodivergent, whatever the word is, because I just get so overwhelmed. I get really stressed out easily, and I'm starting to feel like my heart is racing. So if you guys can just hold off for just a second, because I still have this whole page of questions and the whole other the whole other page of questions. So I'm very behind. I'm just getting really overwhelmed. I'm going to write Tiffany's down, and I'm going to stop for a second because I'm getting a little stressed out, to say the least. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm getting a little stressed out. I just feel like I'm trying to catch up to the chat, and I'm just like, you know. Okay. What's happening this weekend? It's like I'm trying to talk to the person doing the member question, and then I'm trying to talk to the chat, and I'm trying to make sure nobody's losing their questions. Okay. What's happening? It's just a lot to keep up with. You're okay, guys. That's why I tell you guys to email ahead of time. So I already have them wrote down and I don't have to, it feels like I'm just going back and forth, just, okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and do Janet at 1:30:19. Okay. Love energy check. All right. All right. Love energy check for Janet. Okay, well, somebody wants to come forward and tell you they don't want to be a player anymore. Okay. So I see somebody wanting to come clean, be honest with you. They don't want to play you anymore. So let's see. Judgment, Queen of Swords, 3 of Cups in reverse, and the 5 of Swords. I think somebody don't want to put you in a third party anymore. Somebody does not want to play games with you anymore. Yeah, I think they realize that's what's caused problems with the two of you, why there's been a lack of communication. Okay, so it looks like somebody is finally making some kind of judgment call that, I want to come clean. I want to tell you about a third party, or I no longer want to, have this third party in the way of the two of us. Yeah, they don't want to keep making the same mistakes again because they genuinely have feelings for you, Janet, and they don't want to mess anything up. So it looks good. It looks like they are coming clean with good intentions, and they don't want to cause anything to get in the way of the two of you being together. All right, Antoinette, 131:43. All right, let's see. Antoinette, whatever comes out. Okay. You could be ghosting somebody or not wanting to speak to them, and they're wanting your forgiveness. They feel guilty. Yeah, and then they want to mend things. So this could be somebody you're ignoring, you're not speaking to. Yeah, they want to come back and confess something to you. Wow. So somebody is sad that you're not talking to them, or you're just ignoring them in general. Okay. And they want to come in and tell you the truth. They want to mend the connection with you. This is somebody that feels guilt and they want your forgiveness. Okay. But it looks like it's somebody that you're not really speaking to, or you're ignoring, is what I'm seeing. And this person is sad. They're hurt that you're not talking to them. You're not responding to them, is what I'm seeing. But you are going to get some kind of apology. All right, Danielle at 1:32:49. Who's coming towards you? All right, let's see. Who's coming towards Danielle? They don't want to be a player no more. This card keeps coming out. They're guilty. I feel pain from the damage I have caused. So Danielle, somebody don't want to be a player no more. Yeah, they're rethinking their decision. Yep. This is somebody that feels like they failed you. They feel bad. They failed this connection. They could have went towards somebody else or something else and realizing that was a bad decision. Yeah, this is somebody wanting to come back into your life. They could have chose another person, a third party, but this is somebody that has a lot of regrets. And yeah, could be an Aries. They want to come back and make things right with you. They have a lot of, guilt here, and they feel bad for what they've made, the decision they've made. I'm getting an Aries, could be any sign though, but they don't want to be a player or play you anymore. All right, Erica, 1:34:02. All right, Erica, whatever comes out. Somebody's not confused anymore. Okay. They needed some time away to figure out their feelings. but they're not confused. They're getting some kind of clarity at this time. Okay. Yeah, it's like they had to pull away from you to get some kind of insight. And now they want to come back and take charge. Could be a fire sign. Yeah, they realize that, things weren't successful. So them separating them, disconnecting from you, that really didn't get you guys anywhere. And I see this person wanting to be back in contact with you. Aries could be a Gemini. They could have fire, earth in their charts. But I think they needed some kind of clarity about the connection or where you guys stand. But yeah, they're going to come in with communication. So somebody distant or that's not speaking to you. All right, Aries man, let's see. Is it a good time to invest into a business? Is it a good time to invest into a business? Okay, Queen of Swords, Seven of Swords, Two of Cups, and the Star in reverse. Three of Pentacles in reverse, Knight of Swords. Okay, so I feel like once you start, it's weird. It's like love is coming out into this as well. Once you put your focus on some kind of business and not somebody romantically, they're going to try to sabotage it. They're going to try to come back and be in your life because you're focusing on a career or something else. Because it looks like you got somebody romantically wanting to come back. Could be a Libra or an Aquarius. They're wanting to come back into your life once you're focusing on something other than them. So I feel like it's a good time if you want to pursue some kind of new career opportunity. But then you also got somebody romantically coming towards you as well. So somebody wanting to, maybe work with you on this new business, or now you look more desirable because you're starting something new. So it's kind of weird. It's like, yeah, it's a good time, but then you got somebody romantically wanting to be with you all of a sudden because of that. So be careful of that. All right, Tina, 136.33. See you later, kitty. All right, Tina, what do you need to know? Sorry, Aries man. Okay, habits, Tina. I don't know if we will ever change. So somebody's in your energy, but they don't want to change. They want to be in contact with you, though. But they know they're going to have to change something about themselves in order for this to work out. Could be a fire sign, could be a Leo. Yeah, this person is thinking a lot about you, wanting to reconnect, okay? But they know they're going to have to change, that you are expecting them to do something differently in order for this relationship to work. So it looks like a past person that wants to come back into your life, Tina, but they know they can't keep doing the same thing over and over. That they're going to have to change or stop doing something altogether. All right, let's go ahead and do Angel 137.38. What do finances look like next week? What do finances look like? The 10 of Wands, the Fool in reverse, Knight of Wands reverse, 9 of Wands reverse. You're feeling overwhelmed. You're feeling stressed out about money. You could feel like there's a lot that's weighing on you or a lot that's expected of you. It's kind of what I'm getting. No, it's the other angel. The Devil and the World in reverse and the Page of Pentacles. Overall, Angel, I feel like you are going to overcome this. Okay. I feel like you're going to overcome this situation. I feel like right now, you feel like it's the end of the world, literally. You feel like it's the end of the world, or you feel like there's just a lot expected of you, a lot that's weighing on you, a lot that's expected of you to do. And I feel like you're going to be fine, Page of Pentacles. You're just needing to not overwhelm yourself or put too much stress or too much on your plate. I think that's the problem. I think you're feeling like you're overwhelmed, you're stressed. You feel like everything's on you, that nobody else is helping you. And I feel like everything will be fine, Page of Pentacles, but you're needing to not worry about things that are not in your control, things that are out of your control, things that aren't your problem. Because Page of Pentacles, I think you could be distracting yourself with other obligations, other problems, but your money looks fine. Ace of Cups, the Sun. Yeah. I think you're needing to put up boundaries, and you're needing to tell people like, this isn't my problem. I'm sorry. Because once you put full-heartedly into what you enjoy and what you want with your life, I see your finances taking off. So stop making other people's problems or other people's financial issues your problem, you know? I think if you give 100% to yourself, you're going to see things move forward. Okay, let's go ahead and do Amethyst. 139.44. Amethyst has 2 questions because she didn't get hers done yesterday. So let me see. What are Austin's thoughts and feelings and any action? What are Austin's thoughts and feelings? Okay, chemistry. I've never felt a passion this intense. Values, we have too many differences. Okay. He could be having some kind of money problem right now. Yeah. He could be feeling like under a lot of pressure in a financial situation, a job situation, because he feels like he's not successful. He feels a very strong connection to you, Amethyst. Austin, I think he does want to be back into your life, but the problem is he has a lot of restraint because of a financial situation or a lot riding on him is what it feels like. Yeah, 3 of Wands. I think he's wanting to come back into your life. Wow, the Emperor and the Empress. I'm getting within 3 months. King of Pentacles. Yeah, he wants to be more in a better place financially when he comes back into your life. He doesn't want to feel like a failure. He doesn't want to feel like he's struggling. And that could be the problem. He could feel like right now it's not a good time because of something he did financially or something that's going on. I'm getting during Taurus season, either the end of Aries season or the beginning of Taurus season, a time frame that he could be reaching out to you. So it could be around his birthday, maybe, because I'm getting in the spring, like the next 2 to 3 months is when I think you will hear from him. So I do see a reconnection with you and him very soon when he's in a better financial situation. So I'm getting anywhere from 2 to 3 months. The second question, what you don't see coming. So what do you not see coming, Amethyst? Okay, well, I see you and somebody getting over some kind of disagreement. I see you and somebody mending something. You're not confused where you stand with somebody anymore. Yeah, I'm seeing some kind of apology. Ace of Cups, 10 of Wands, the Fool in reverse, 3 of Cups in reverse. So it could be him coming back. It could be the 2 of you wanting to make peace with the situation. Yeah, Hierophant, 2 of Pentacles, Emperor. Yep. I feel like it's him. I think what you don't see coming is the 2 of you getting back together. I'm feeling once again either Aries season or Taurus season within, April, possibly around the month of April. April, maybe May. But yeah, I'm seeing April or May because I'm seeing number 4, number 5. So April or May, you guys will be reconnecting. And there's going to be a genuine apology on his end. He's feeling a lot of burden and stress with his life. And I think that's been holding him back from coming towards you. So Amethyst, let me know what happens. But I'm definitely getting, because I got that in both questions now, within the next 2 to 3 months, you guys getting back in contact. All right, Chrissy at 142.54. Will you ever get married or back into a serious relationship? 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Yep, the Strength. 6 of Pentacles, reverse, and the Lovers. Wow. This could happen around the summer, spring or summer. 2 of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. I think it's because you're having higher standards. So you're going to find a better person because you have more, you are aware of your self-worth. And also I feel like you have more higher standards. You're not going to keep dealing with the same people. It could be a Gemini or a Libra. I'm getting at somebody, or a Leo. Yeah, Libra, Gemini, or a Leo is what I'm seeing. Could be an earth sign as well, or it could take place around maybe the spring or the end of summer. But I'm seeing, Chrissy, that yes, you are going to get into some relationship because you have higher standards for yourself and you are being more aware of what you want. So you're going to find that person that mirrors you, that wants the same thing as you. But it looks very good. It looks like possibly spring or summer. You could be getting into some relationship. Hey, Anne. All right, let's go ahead and do Sunflower at 144.11. What changes are coming in for Sunflower? What changes are coming in for Sunflower? Okay. Well, you could be getting rid of somebody that you don't have the same value or you don't feel appreciative of. Like you don't feel like they're appreciating you. I think, wow, it could even be a friend. Sunflower, you could be removing a friend that you think has bad intentions or doesn't care about you or uses you for money. I don't think this is love related. It looks like you could be clearing out because that's weird. I got snake in reverse and we're ending the year of the snake. We're about to start the year of the horse. So as we fully close out the snake year, which I think is around Valentine's Day, ironically, I think the 13th or something like that is the beginning of the horse year. I think you're removing friends or people in your life, acquaintances that you feel don't have good intentions. They could be using you for money or just around you for the wrong reasons. Yeah, you're wanting a new beginning, Ace of Wands, in your life. You're blocking people. Yeah, blocking people that are financially restricting you or wanting something from you. Eight of Wands reverse, Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. People that make it clear their intentions are they want something from you financially or they're only in it for their personal gain. I think you're cutting those people out of your life. Yeah, Queen of Swords. You're cutting people out, Sunflower, because you feel like you're used or they don't value you, they don't appreciate you. And it could definitely be friends, people that you feel like just aren't really there for you. And I think you're going to see a massive abundance in your money by cutting these freeloaders or these people out of your life that don't want anything seriously with you, or you feel like they just come around for money or they're around you when things are good. Or you do something for them. But then when it's like you're on the other end and you need something, they're not there for you. That's what it feels like. All right, Katie Capricorn, 14617. How will you like your new hairdresser? And I'm almost caught up with questions. If you guys still need to ask yours. If you guys want, you guys can now. I'm almost caught up. Ooh, Ace of Swords. So there's good communication. Okay. Wow, this is actually great. You feel like this was a good decision by leaving the other hairdresser because I got the Two of Wands reverse, High Priestess, Nine of Cups. It looks very good. It looks like you enjoy this person's company. You feel like they have good intentions towards you, and you feel your gut choice to leave the other hairdresser was the right thing to do, is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, Five of Pentacles reverse. You feel like this new hairdresser doesn't want all your money. Like they're not using you for money. This is somebody that actually wants to build some kind of friendship, relationship with you. And you kind of feel like, man, I really should have listened to my intuition a long time ago by leaving that other hairdresser because like this is like so much better. I think you're having a better experience with this new person than the other. And you guys could be very spiritual. Like they could be spiritual like you. And you guys have a lot of similar interests or hobbies. Is what I'm feeling here. One second. Let me write these down and get caught up. All right, Angel Alley, what are YZ's intentions? 14805. All right, Angel Alley, what are YZ's intentions? Hey, Joshua. Let's see, what are YZ's intentions? They don't want to run from you, so that's good. They don't want to run from the connection. And inseparable. Our love is always there despite the distance. So they don't want to be distant from you. They don't want to run. And it feels like they want to connect to you. Yeah, Two of Cups. So they genuinely want to connect to you. Four of Wands. The Lovers. Wow. The Moon in reverse. Angel Alley, this looks really good. Their intentions is not to run from the relationship. And they want some kind of genuine partnership with you. And I see them expressing how they feel to you and how they want some kind of commitment. Yeah, Queen of Wands, you got this person's attention. So I think they're wanting to talk about a relationship is what I'm getting. I feel like they're going to tell you their deep feelings. They're not going to run from this. And they want to build some kind of partnership or relationship with you. So very soon I see you guys in a relationship or commitment. It looks like they have genuine intentions. Two of Cups, the Lovers, the Four of Wands. Looks pretty good. All right, JM, 149.28. Whatever comes out in love for JM. Okay, right now you and somebody are blocked energetically. So maybe it's not the right time for you and someone right now. Okay, timing could be a factor. Wheel of Fortune. So if you and somebody are not in communication, it looks really good. The Empress, the Eight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups reverse. Okay. Basically, I see you leveling up. I see you leveling up the Wheel and the Empress. And I think this person is afraid of the blockages between the two of you, JM, that they are going to come back into your life. Yeah, they are going to come in with commitment. Because I think this person wasn't on the same page. You guys weren't really, it wasn't either the right timing or they just weren't on the same page as you. Maybe even emotionally avoidant, ignoring this connection. But I see them coming in. They could be a Cancer, Pisces, or have that in their chart. But they are rushing in for some kind of relationship with you. And they want things to be on the right timing. So it looks like you don't have to do anything. This person's coming to you. You're showing up as the Empress. And they're going to be charging towards you for some kind of relationship. So it looks like the relationship is going to be evolving for the better, and there is right timing here. All right, Alban at 150.59. What is coming up for Alban? Somebody wants your forgiveness. Somebody that feels like you're not connected to them anymore. Now, this might not be an actual like physical relationship person, because I'm getting it might be someone in your family or somebody that you're not with anymore in your life. Somehow, Alban, they're not in your life anymore, or you don't really know anything about this person anymore. Yeah, this could be a family member that wants your forgiveness. They could have betrayed you or did something you didn't see coming. And they want they want to get back into your life. This looks like a family member. They could be at a distance or wanting to travel to see you. Because it's somebody that's not like in your life. You're not around them anymore. So it could be maybe a broken family member. So I don't know if you just decided not to talk to them anymore, or if somebody got divorced and they're not in your life anymore. I see them wanting to get back into your life and see how you're doing. And they are keeping tabs on you. So Alban, it could be a Pisces. But they are seeing you happy and living your best life. And I think they want to be included in your life. So I'm getting it might be a family member at a distance from you. Oh, you're welcome, JM. All right, Tiffany at 152.26. What's happening this weekend for Tiffany? What's happening this weekend? Okay, well, your relationship. You could feel unappreciated in this relationship. Like they don't care. Yeah, it looks like you're trying to get on the same page about a relationship. You want something to change for the better. Yeah, you feel like you're not being treated fairly. So this weekend, I see you trying to talk to your person. You're trying to talk to Earl about this relationship commitment and how you want things to change for the better because you feel like they don't care. So basically this weekend, it looks like you're having some kind of conversation. It looks like you guys are on the same page or trying to be, and you are trying to work through whatever problems are going on is what I see here. Yeah, and I think you're listening to your intuition. Like, I need to have this conversation. I need to tell them how I feel. And it looks like it goes well. Like you are trying to fix this connection. You're welcome, Alban. All right, Trin, 153.37. What are Dee's perspectives of this connection? He could be afraid there's secrets. That either he hasn't told you everything or you haven't told him everything. There could be secrets, lies around the connection, or dishonesty. Yeah. Yeah, they could be feeling like overly burdened by something, like wanting to come clean, wanting to be honest with you. It feels like Trent, they feel kind of guilty about something. Yeah, there's something that they personally kept from you or they didn't want you to know about. But there's secrets here. I think they're wanting to rekindle things or have a new beginning, but they're needing to clear their conscience. I don't know why I'm getting there's some kind of conscience or they feel bad. They want to be transparent with you. Ace of Cups. I think they haven't told you everything that's going on in their life or what's happening, maybe mentally or physically in their life. And they're wanting to come clean and tell you because they want things to move forward. Okay. He wants things to move forward. He wants to have a new start, to kind of have a clean slate with you. But he knows he needs to be transparent and needs to tell you exactly what's going on or what the problem is. But yeah, I see him basically knowing that he's been dishonest, not being communicative with you, and wants to start over. All right, and at 1:55:14, who is coming towards Anne? Members, make sure you guys continue to ask me your questions if you haven't got one yet, because I am almost caught up after Anne. Then I'm done. Who's coming towards Anne? Somebody that doesn't want to disagree with you. They don't want to fight. And they don't want to sabotage the connection because of fighting or disagreeing. You're welcome, Tren. Yeah, they don't want to keep fighting with you. 9 of Wands reverse, the World in reverse, the Temperance reverse, and the Ace of Swords. So it could be a Sagittarius and could be a fixed sign. So I'm getting Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, or Sag. They want to have communication with you and they don't want to continue fighting. Yeah, this is somebody that wants to come back into your life. They want you to hear them out, is what I'm seeing here. They want you to hear them out. They don't want to keep fighting and they don't want the same issue to keep repeating. So this is somebody here, Anne, that, truly does want to break some kind of silence. They want things to move forward and they don't want to feel like there's there's nothing basically continuing. They want things to continue and they want to be on better terms with you. So I'm getting Sag or a fixed sign. All right, Sunflower Moon Power, who's coming towards you? Who's coming towards you? Somebody that hasn't proposed to you or offered you anything. So this might be somebody that has feelings that hasn't told you. Maybe they never offered you anything or seemed interested. Yeah, somebody that's kept their feelings for you a secret or they haven't told you how they felt. They haven't taken any kind of initiative. But now they want to come back into your life. So somebody that was kind of a time waster, somebody that seemed emotionally disconnected, not interested in you. They could be a Scorpio, a fixed sign. So I'm getting strong fixed energy. So Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, strong Scorpio. Yeah, they want to get your attention. This is somebody coming back to you, wanting to have another chance with you. But they kind of seem to be wasting your time in the past. Yeah, somebody that left you stuck. And it felt like it was one-sided or it just, they didn't have the best intentions. But now they want to come back and try to, commit or try to reconnect with you. So it looks like a past person. I'm getting Scorpio, Libra, Pisces. Could be a fixed sign. But yeah, they want to come back and establish something. But yeah, it looked like in the past they played games or they weren't really transparent with you. So, but yeah, I'm seeing somebody from the past returning. You're welcome, Anne. All right, guys. Does anybody else have any questions before I get off of here? Thank you, Aries man. If you guys have any other questions, just make sure to drop one. If you are a member, you guys can ask your question. You're welcome, Sunflower. And I will be live tomorrow, guys. I don't have to go until later to work. So I will be on for a morning brew, kind of see whatever comes out, what's the energy, all of that. If you guys didn't get your questions, though, I might do members' questions tomorrow as well. And that's for those that haven't had any questions at all, either had one question or not any at all. So I probably will do that tomorrow. Any of you guys that, need your questions answered, because I do have almost 60 of you guys now, which I am very thankful and appreciative. But with that many people, that gets a chance where you guys can, where you guys will, not have a chance all the time to get a question just because of schedules not aligning and all of that. So I want to make sure everybody gets a fair chance that's a member, because you guys are paying for the membership. You guys are getting, perks out of this. So I just want to make sure that you guys get all of your access to what you need. Also, if you guys didn't get your free member reading, you get a free personal reading a week for being a member. Make sure to email me. My email is below in the description. So make sure to email me. Say, hey, here's my free personal reading. I'm a member to your channel. If you are new to emailing me, just let me know what your member name is, like what your name is on YouTube. So that way I know which person's which. And I'm giving you the right reading and all of that. So make sure to catch up on that. And I will be getting all the other readings out for the members too. So I'm going to try to catch up on the rest of water signs, earth, and air. It's just a matter of trying to find time for everything, trying to do an equal balance, So just bear with me. As you guys know, or you don't know, I am going back to school. I'm doing that almost full time. So I'm taking 3 classes right now. Going to be taking 4 here soon. So just kind of bear with me. I'm trying to get back in the swing of things. Plus I work. My job was working me full time last month. So finally this month is more part-time. I have a little bit more easier hours. So just trying to make time for everybody, everything, and myself. But I really appreciate all of you guys. Even if you're not a member and you guys just like it and you guys comment, I really appreciate it. So that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. You guys can email me if you did not get a question answered or didn't have a chance to have any kind of reading or question. Make sure to email me. All right. With that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Have a good day, everyone.